With this week comes additional news regarding some old scoops and perhaps a bit of clarification. Oftentimes an idea or character leaks and its direction, whether it's the plot or production changes, so too can the original intent of the usage. From when it was first announced to when we see them on screen can be vastly different, but the core of the scoop remains the same. A perfect example of this is Sera. Let's talk about her. Before we start though, I do want to thank you, whether it's your first time here or you're back for more, for watching JLS Comics. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss all of the content that we upload each and every week just like this. Alright, let's jump into this video. In July of 2019, a website called Geeks Worldwide reported that Marvel is seeking to cast for a female transgender character. A casting breakdown called for a transgender actress only, and they used the name Jessica as a filler. They also reported that it would be for a studio project set to shoot in 2020, which narrowed it down to Shang-Chi, Loki, Doctor Strange 2, and Thor 4. It had to be one of these, and based on something that Kevin Feige said that we'll touch on in a moment, it led people to believe that that project is Thor 4. If you're not familiar with Sera, let me explain her backstory just really briefly. Sera comes from a group of these sort of totalitarian extremist angels who are all male, they don't have any wings, and they're trapped in one realm. Sera is one of these, however, Sera identifies as female. Sera was kept in the 10th realm, what we call heaven, and when her future girlfriend freed her, they set out on these crazy adventures across the 9 realms, and it all ties to Asgard, Midgard, Yggdrasil, the tree that connects all of the realms, and of course, to Thor. While she first appeared in the first issue, Sera died in Angela, Asgard's assassin number 3. Freya had put a curse on Sera, and so when she died, she went to Hell and encountered Hela. In order for Angela to rescue Sera, she had to defeat Hela to become the Queen of Hell herself. They go into entanglements with Surtur, Malekith, and even one involving Enchantress, which is another character rumored to appear in Thor 4. So you can see, with this really brief outline of our story, it involves a lot of the characters that we've already seen, and characters that are heavily rumored to appear in the near future. So it all falls in place. It's all aligned in that way. So, and it's true now more than ever now that Marvel TV is Marvel TV Studios and directly under Kevin Feige, the adage, everything connects, is so true. Falcon and the Winter Soldier might connect to Black Widow, WandaVision connects to Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, and Loki will connect to Thor Love and Thunder. Remember that, we're going to touch on that again in a moment. At the beginning of 2020, Kevin Feige was speaking at an event for the New York Film Academy.
Are there any current plans on bringing more LGBT plus characters into the MCU, specifically the T, trans characters?
Yes, absolutely, yes.
Awesome.
And very soon. In a movie that we're shooting right now. Yes. Yes.
However, sources close to Kevin Feige did clarify that he meant the entire acronym LGBTQ and not necessarily the transgender piece in and of itself. But recently, a website called Illuminerd reported that this transgender role would actually be for the Loki Disney Plus series. So who do we believe? Well, both. Bear with me. Sera could be introduced along with Mist and Angel and other Valkyries, which would introduce them in one format and have the plot threads transfer over to Thor 4, but it would also help set up a future Valkyrie TV series on the streaming platform. And I do say other Valkyries deliberately. Sera's girlfriend is Angela, and Angela is a long-lost sibling of Thor's. And Marvel, with Taika Waititi at the helm, already played these sort of long-lost relative story beats with Hela in Thor Ragnarok. So if and when Angela is introduced, her backstory would likely be changed, and the most logical change would be to make her a Valkyrie. But a Valkyrie that needs to find Sera. If not Angela, and if they also change Sera based on this, she could be the love interest for Tessa Thompson's Valkyrie. And Tessa, as we know, recently said that her first order of business in Thor Love and Thunder would be to, quote, find her queen, end quote. Now, is her queen Jane Foster? Is it Angela? Or is it Sera? Around the same time that the Geeks Worldwide piece was released, also not far off from SDCC 2019, Angela Ross from Ryan Murphy's hit show Pose wrote on Twitter about auditioning for a Marvel role. Could that be for Sera? So it looks like Sera is definitely going to appear, and it looks like she'll appear on the Loki Disney Plus platform, carrying over to Thor 4, Thor Love and Thunder, and as we know, everything connects. And one thing that I do like about Sera is that yes, she is transgender, but that's not the focal point of her. It's just one aspect of her character. The adventures that she goes on with Angela are so much more than that. It's not the sole purpose for her being. It's not to check some diversity checkbox. And this does continue the trend that Marvel has picked up on. There'll be gay characters in Eternals. We've had bisexual characters already. Tessa Thompson's Valkyrie is that. We've also had a transgender actor in Spider-Man Far From Home. This is just continuing along with that trend. But go ahead and let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. And don't forget to subscribe and share this with any of your friends that are at all interested in Marvel and superheroes and comic books. I'm Jesse, this is JLS Comics, and I'll see you soon.